Alright, what's up girls and boys? What's up internet? I am Bianca and welcome to the first episode of our The Legend of Legacy HD Remastered full walkthrough. Well, sort of full walkthrough because I will only be playing through one character after selecting just one particular character. Like, we'll just go through one ending and then I'll just upload the other endings as I finish them off cam. The reason being that there are, as I've mentioned in our beginner's guide, ultimate beginner's guide, that you can watch by clicking the link that appears on the title card right here. Yeah, as I've mentioned there are 7 characters in the Legend of Legacy and their stories differ somewhat. Each character has their own motivations for going on the journey that the Legend of Legacy HD Remastered story tells us. Now, if you're an achievement hunter, I have to say you have no choice but to complete the game 8 times, basically. I'd like to say just 7 because there's just 7 characters, but there is a achievement or a trophy attached to beating the entire game without using an inn, and that is, in my opinion, a little bit difficult to do. Especially right off at the start of the game or at the start of each succeeding playthrough, especially if you want. You can't really remove the character that you are playing as, the character that you pick. You can't remove them from the party, so you're kind of stuck with them. So even if you have like stronger characters after each cycle of a new game, you still will have to deal with one character that's lagging way behind on the levels. But yeah, I won't be playing through all 7 of them. Like, I'll show you guys the ending if you're interested in that, but the walkthrough for all 7 characters are basically the same. You have to go to the same locations, do the same kinds of things as you did in one character. Like, it's the same. The only difference is the story that each character has. What else am I not gonna do on this video or show in this video's series? Well, I won't be including random battles because they take so long. Like, they take so long even if you are up on some levels. Like, even if your character is strong, some battles will just take too long, and I'd rather save time to show more of the places, which also brings us to the point that I'm going to attempt to like finish all the locations in one go, right? So each video will be of a location. That's how I'm gonna separate each episode. Also, before we begin, real quick, as I've also mentioned in our Ultimate Beginner's Guide for this game, like the entire game, basically, a lot of its mechanics is very much tied into RNG or luck. So, the treasure chest, the skills that you learn, the characters that you will end up recruiting, like how quickly you can recruit those characters, they are random. Like, they'll appear on the what do you call this? In town rather. They'll appear in town in a random order, basically. So I may get characters early, I may get them late compared to how you will do your playthroughs, but at the end of the day, we'll all get them. That's it. That's basically it. Also, I've tested this game on the Steam Deck. That's where I'm currently playing this from. I'm recording this from the Steam Deck, and as I've mentioned, there are certain things that you have to change in order to get the game to play seamlessly. Personally, I've locked the frames on 30 here, as you can see. Also use game per game profile, just because it draws less power, and also because I feel like this is the best setting for this game personally. You can go 60 as well, but there are moments where the game crashes on 60 or freezes on 60. You can also choose, if you're gonna go with 60, like keep this at 60, you have to enable the disable frame limit for the game to start, and also for you to be able to basically play the entire game without encountering freezes or crashes or stuff like that. But again, that's basically from my experience, and I'm using a different account on this, but I've also tested it again just to make sure. So there are two trophies that I've already triggered for this game. Anyways, let's begin. For this playthrough, that's a very long introduction. I know, 5 minutes of introduction, but those things have to be said. So yeah, these are the 7 characters. As I've mentioned, I made a video, the ultimate I'll keep bringing that video up because I'm so proud of that video. I think that's the best edited video I have on this channel, and also that video is really informative, especially if you plan to play this game, because I've discussed the strengths, the weaknesses of each of these 7 characters, what they're good at, what you should be focusing them on, and stuff like that. But yeah, so give that video a watch if you plan on playing this game, and if you haven't watched it already, and also rewatch it if you forgot some things or whatever. Anyways, for this playthrough, we're gonna be picking Mayers. He is an elementalist, age 27, the last of his kind, able to speak with elementals. He travels the earth with the spirits as his guide. So yeah, these are his stats. So we'll pick him, and we'll end up... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Of course I did. We'll pick him, and we'll end up with 2 other companions. For Mayers, we'll be getting Bianca and also Garnet as our companions. So yeah, opening scene. So whoever you picked, you will end up getting one character who is a DPS, another character who is for support, and then another character that does well as a tank. But for this playthrough, since we picked Mayers, we got Garnet as a tank, and she's not really the best in terms of being a tank because her HP goes up really slowly, but we can change who we bring along, but it's much better to focus on the 3 characters that you initially start off with. And if you're gonna exchange one for another, like the other party members that you will end up getting, then stick with that. Like, change them once. Don't keep changing them again and again in the hopes of getting everyone leveled up or strong enough, because man, it will take you a really long time if you plan on doing that. Anyways, the elementals are gathering, or are they being drawn in? Why here? Why would the spirits converge in one place? What is this island? Something is about to occur. Wind, do you feel it too? So yeah. This is Mir's opening scene. So each character has a different one, but you'll end up basically in the same scenario of riding a carriage to the first dungeon, or the area that you will
the Island of
unlock.
Avalon. It appeared in the Northern Sea 10 years ago. Legends tell of an island so vast, it was an entire continent unto itself. Its civilization was prosperous, and the gods lived amongst men. Why name this island after that ancient continent? Scores of men seeking fame and glory set their sights on Avalon. But the island's perils thwarted them all from achieving it.
So yeah, this is the
Mears
Island
traveled
of
to
Avalon.
the town of Initium to gather information.
This is where the entire game takes place in.
There, he met other adventurers and journeyed north to the forest ruins.
So yeah, these are our main characters for this run. If you pick Mears again, you end up getting Bianca and Garnet. I'm Bianca. I just wanted to say I hope we can work together. I'm Garnet. I feel the same way. The name's Mears. I'm ready for whatever's in store. Is what they all say, and then they get surprised by whatever's about to happen. But yeah, well, Bianca, I've been wanting to ask, are you an adventurer? You're different than the others in town. So yeah, the town Initium, it's an adventurer's town. The ruler there is called the King of Adventurers, and he sort of sent out like an invitation to come and go to this island, explore and investigate. The treasures you will find here are going to be yours to keep, blah, 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 blah. And he has reasons for doing that, which we will eventually learn as in the course of the story. Anyways, to be honest, I don't know. I can't remember anything before coming here. But I'm doing my best. Amnesia, I see. I hope that doesn't prove to be a problem. This is no place for children. The smallest mistake could put everyone's life in danger. So why did you want to explore the island? I have a feeling that this island holds a secret to restoring my memories. So I'm here no matter what it takes. I'm sympathetic to your circumstance, but it's a separate objective. I'd like to ask you to save the personal mission for other adventuring parties. At the very least, I just need to know. You can protect yourself, yes? Like, I'm curious how these three ended up together, because if you pick, like, Eloise, well, I mean, yes, I'll do my best. If you pick her, you'll be given a chance to see that she got recruited while in the pub in Initium, and she agreed to coming along. She was like, it felt like it's more of a democracy when it comes to her team than with this three, to be honest. I'm sorry for being so harsh, but if we can't work as a team, then we'll be facing even more dire odds. In the meantime, this feels like a very capable group. I feel we can count on you. After questioning her, that's what you have to say. Thank you. You made her feel bad and then you go ahead and say that. I say, do what you want. We're past the point of turning back anyhow. You got it. Thank you, Mr. Mears and Miss Garnet. You don't need to be so formal. I agree. Garnet will do. I understand, Garnet and Mears. We're here. Let's be careful. Alright, so a little bit of information for each character, just a quick recap. Mears is best suited as
the island housed
as a charm user who also dabble, or it's the other way around. He's better suited for being a swordsman who dabbles with charms or magic because he is proficient in those. Every single bladed weapon there is, he is good with that. And also he has high HP and SP as well, which also makes him a good tank. But since he is better suited for magic as well, you should give that role to someone else. Now, as I've mentioned before, in choosing Mears, you end up with Garnet as a tank. But again, Garnet has really a low HP like you can level up her HP, but it takes a little bit of time for her HP to really go up. And also because in a sense, she is more of a luck-based character because of that, right? Because everything in this game, including the stat increases, they're based on luck. So you would have to have extremely high luck as a player, as a person playing this game, to be able to trigger all of those HP rank ups or level ups that you can get after battle. And also because her guard stat doesn't go as quickly as someone like Owen does. She's not really good at charms or magic as well. She is a very good pick for dishing out damage. She is the perfect choice in this playthrough for your DPS. On the other hand, Bianca, she's she's a very difficult character to use because her HP and SP levels up so slowly. And even though she learns skills quickly, you will have a hard time using those skills because, again, you would have a low SP threshold. What you can give her, I suppose, the role of a supporter because her HP is low, so she will have a hard time being a tank. So basically you have a choice of using Mares as a tank or Garnet as a tank. So it's up to you really. But if you're gonna play this for the first time, I feel like Eloise is an easier first time character. But if you're playing this for the first time but you feel confident in your ability to play JRPG games and also feel like it's okay to grind, then picking Mares is also a valid choice as a first character pick. Anyways, is your party assembled and ready to move out? Great, then let's begin. First, let me thank you all for coming so far from Initium. We're opening these grounds by decree from Lord Mayor, the King of Adventurers. Our patron will pay quite handsomely for any relics unearthed within this ruin, so get in there and give it everything you got. And who knows, you might get rich. Actually, the king doesn't really get the relics that you find. He just asks you to tell the story of how has your adventure been faring, and then he'll end up paying you, which is really quite funny. First-time explorers will also be given this. Please try not to lose it. So yeah, another thing, in this first area, we won't be able to open up our menu. So if you're planning to save the game, you can't. I think you can. And I haven't really tried saving it, but you can't open. I mean, you can't save from the menu. Basically, is what I'm saying. You should feel it as you explore the area. What? Thank you very much. And also, when you finish maps, when you filled maps in, you can sell them back in town. What's wrong? I'm having a difficult time reading. Sadly, due to the monster population, most of this island remains uncharted territory. So why not make some money while you help out? Of course, our shopkeepers pay higher for more detailed maps, so try to fill them out first. So yeah, you can sell the maps that you uncover, but you should sell them once you have completed all the sections of the area that you're making a map for. Well, that about does it for my explanations. We'll have a camp set up somewhere around here. If you get hurt, head on back. Good luck to you all. Happy exploring. So yeah, if you plan on doing the no-in run, you cannot talk to this dude because this dude will heal your HP. Also, again, can't save using quick save, can't open. I'm pressing the buttons, you can't open the menus right now. So what you have to do here is just head to this direction first because this will trigger a scripted battle. This will be your tutorial battle. What enemy you get here differs based on the characters that you choose. looks like the enemy arrived. Are you guys ready for a fight? So yeah, this and boss battles are the only battles that I'll be showing. First up, let's use the Protector formation. I shall block against the enemy attacks while you two rush in. You got it, understood. Alright, Protector. You don't really have a choice at that moment or this moment. So just keep on pressing the confirm button. You'll eventually win this battle. Sometimes you can trigger an awakening, which is this mechanic that is also very, very random. That where you get to learn new skills. But basically this is how the battles go. You have formations. Each formations has stances, and each stances offers different things. And also what you get from this battle is totally random as well. Sometimes you get stuff, sometimes you don't. Good job, both of you. Going forward, monsters will charge us when they see us marching around, and we cannot fight them all, so our best option is to avoid as many as we can. And in any case, in case anyone gets hurt, I brought a medicine box. Understood. Now let us head into battle. So yeah, still cannot open the menu. Basically what you want to do is get to the northwest, or not northwest, yeah, somewhere north-ish. There's gonna be, I believe, 2 exits that you can get. So sometimes you can get items from sparkles in this area. What I like to do is just go around trying to get those sparkles to appear for items, and also for... let's fight this. Yeah, and also for the treasure chest, because even the chests, they are very random here. Another thing is, if you're playing this on consoles that do provide achievements, at this point you should have like 2 already. Oh my goodness gracious heavens to haystack, this place is just a mess. Nothing but rubble everywhere. So this thing, it's called a... what do you call this? A spirit perch. Once you get singing shards, or there's 4 of those shards, once you get them, or 3 of those shards, once you get them, you can trigger this. So for this one, you would need the water shard, singing water shard, so that you can trigger this, and triggering this will give you an automatic water contract at the start of each battle, and also with that comes the passive of HP regeneration each round, as long as that contract is on your team's side. An ancient monument, what do its symbols mean? So yeah, there's our first chest. Knuckle guards. We should orient ourselves back in town and sell off what we don't need anymore, but there's no point heading back just yet. So yeah, what was I saying? You should have 2 achievements already. The first one is after you arrive here in the forest ruins, and the next is it's gonna be after you defeat the tutorial battle, or after you beat the tutorial battle. A man-made lake completely dried up. This used to be a reservoir. I don't sense the elementals. So yeah, sparkle. Sometimes they give you items, other times they give you ambushes, battles waiting for you. So yeah, I would also suggest that you fight the enemies that you encounter here. If you ever feel overwhelmed, there's no shame in running away during combat. The only surefire way to flee is to run all the way back to the entrance though. So yeah, if you run away from battle, you'll start at the beginning of the area you're currently in. It doesn't matter what section of the area you are. Like if you're in the 2nd map of the area, you'll end up back to the entrance to the entire place. So yeah, you can interact with this so that you can trigger an exit, just leave and then go back, because we are not gonna go explore the forest tomb just yet. It's just so that we have the name of that map at the ready. But yeah, the exit that we want to take is the one beside it, actually. And also, again, as I would suggest that you battle every single enemy you can find here. Because again, battling is the only way you can get stronger, get more HP, and also unlock more skills. And also, it's an JRPG, so you really need to grind it out. Yeah, now we've completed the clearing area. It triggered the trophy beginner mapper, filled out 100% of the map. Well, heck, looks like you got yourself a better map, eh? Let me assess your cartographer horizon. Well, hey, you filled her up, you did. Excuse me? You mapped the entire area. Now, before you get all hoity-toity, just remember that there's other places to map out there. Yeah, this is the exit that we would like to take. Feel the elementals getting closer. This will bring us to the Singing Grove. It's also where our first boss battle awaits. Where's that singing coming from? It's on the northwestern side. So again, explore first, fight the battles first, and then go to that area. Also, when it comes to like mapping out the area, you have to go to the exits as well, go around that, because sometimes that's the last like shadow or fog that you would need to uncover. So yeah, this game feels a little bit slow compared to like other JRPGs that I've played before. And the way they tell the story of each character is also pretty interesting. Because they don't like blatantly tell you what their motivations are, right? You won't get like a cutscene that explains that unless you decide to rest at the end. So if you're trying to do a run where you're not resting, you're gonna miss like important story beats to that character. So if you can see there's like a glowy thing, a rock mound thing that's surrounded by glowy things. That's where we need to go. Let's not go there just yet. Let's uncover the rest of the map first before we head there. Also, battle as much as you can. You don't have to worry about HP in this because your HP replenishes after each battle. The only time it won't go back to its maximum amount is if you faint during a battle, because then you will get mortal damage signified by the red font HP number. Yeah, that's mortal damage. You would need to rest for that to go back to normal. So that's one of the things that make the no-in run very, very difficult. You have to like perfectly complete battles without fainting. If you want to complete it without using... Oh shoot, we triggered it. Without using the inn. Or if you want to complete it without using the inn and getting the trophy. Huh, there's something unnatural about this stone. It's singing. You all hear it too, right? We should inspect it at once. Because if we don't know about something, you poke it with a stick. That's the only way you will figure out what it does. Wait. We have company. So yeah, first boss battle. Now you're gonna be fighting against a Dread Wing. It has around 500 HP, more or less. Probably more. But it's around 500 HP. This battle can be deadly if you don't know what you're doing, or if like you're rushing through. So yeah, we've awakened. This is actually the second skill we've awakened. So just have someone Always blocking. And then if someone's HP gets a little too low, you heal them. So yeah, those attack ups, it's that simple really. Those attack rank ups, level ups, those are for the skill that you're using. The actual character stat increase, they happen after the battle, during the battle result. They'll tell you if you have an HP increase, your guard increase, your support increased, stuff like that. Those are for the character and not the skill that you used. Anyways, now we'll be getting our first singing shard for the water element. Also, these stones for the singing shards, they will have these history retelling. Thou art the one who connects us to the elementals, thou art our master. We shall go before thee, yet thou must remain here longer. To our children, to the ones who will inherit this land, please pass on our memories. Thou art the one who connects us to the elementals, thou art our king. Interestingly though, it seems like there's two different stories being told with this. These stones. What was that? Was that a hallucination? Did the stone cause that? That was no hallucination. I felt something stronger. Let's go back to town. The King of Adventurers might know something. I think you're right. Are you okay? I'm fine, but I don't remember picking this up. Did you chip off a piece from that stone just now? I find his hair really funny. Mayor's hair is just so weird. Maybe we should ask about that too when we get back to town. So we received our first singing shard, and also Voice of Water trophy / achievement, obtained the water singing shard. So now we're back in Initium.
Initium. This was the only town on the isle, nestled on its southern tip. An explorer's base camp, and Avalon's one safe haven. The Lord Founder lived in a manor house upon the hill. He was the one who had first discovered Avalon. The one known near and far as the King of Adventurers.
Like, what would other adventurers actually think if he just crowned himself their king, without their say-so? Like, I just found this land, we don't know much about it, and now I'm the King of Adventurers. Welcome home, adventurers. So yeah, after each boss battle, you have to go back to the king and talk to him, and then he will give you money. I know you just got back, but I'd like to hear your reports. We found a singing shard deep in the forest ruins. What is it? Oh, you heard its song, huh? You know something you aren't sharing. That is a song which not just anyone is able to hear. What do you mean? Some people have been known to press their ears to the stone, but they don't hear anything. You have been deemed worthy to hear the song. You have all been chosen by the stone. Chosen for what? We were chosen? I'll admit I don't know what this all means, but that stone is hiding memories of the past, and somehow those memories were turned into wind energy and thus a song. In its own way, the stone is passing down something that was lost in the past. Hey, that stone we found, it's glowing. The stone is reacting to the water elementals in this room. When you have a relic like that and you forge a contract with the elementals, you can work wonders. Those skills are called elemental charms. The power of the elementals. Perhaps this will serve you as well. Receive elemental scale. I also talked about this elemental scale during the Ultimate Beginner's Guide, and this is, you can see the elementals on this island, right? Well, this scale changes color to display the balance of elemental energies nearby. Your shard can call on water elementals, so they're in higher concentration here. And that's why the scale is showing blue. That's correct. I hope the scale helps you in battle. My thanks. I'd also like to present this book in sturdy binding and durable vellum pages. So we're gonna get a couple of stuff here. We already got the elemental scale. We're gonna get an encyclopedia, and in a little bit we're gonna get a map. This is for you to make a record of your travels in Avalon. With these records intact, we will expand our knowledge of the island and its rich history. Thank you so much. The old gods, the the Star Grail, the city of the unseen, the forgotten light. This island is full of legends, yet it's quite lacking in evidence. Are these stories made up or are they real? You might be just the ones who can discover the truth. I didn't come to investigate legends. I came to see why the elementals are drawn here. And that stone may be a key piece in the puzzle. I intend to search this entire island until I have my answers. I felt something strange from that stone, almost nostalgic. It may be connected to my memories, which would be pretty interesting if it were true. I need to find out. There are people on this island who defile the name of God. I will find them. And so far, that stone is my biggest clue. I must bring them to justice. Such a weird insert right there. It sounds like you are all being led by the wills of the Ancient Ones. You must go now! Shing! Stock up, rest up, prepare. Your legend is just beginning. So yeah, I think we're just gonna get the map from this dude, talk to him. Oh hey, good job exploring the forest ruins, you guys. Our Lord Mayor, the King of Adventurers, has taken a liking to you. So you're gonna go... you're going back out again, right? Splendid, let me give you this map. So now we have the map for the Hidden Forest. Now, the thing with maps, this is for the Great Woods to the north of Initium. We've had reports there that there may be a singing stone up there somewhere. If you're up for the challenge, you should check it out. Best of luck to you all. Message from His Lordship, the King of Adventures. Hold the shard in hand and call to the heavens. The elementals will respond to your call. I don't know what any of that means. I'm just relaying the message. And now that I did, I should get back to work. Good luck to ya! So yeah, we have to equip the singing shard, but before that, before I end today's video, today's episode, a little bit about the town. So there are a couple of facilities here that may pique your interest. This dude is the vendor. He sells stuff. Yeah, he's our go-to guy for selling and also buying stuff. But what he sells isn't really as good as what you can get from another shall we say establishment here in Initium. So yeah, you have here items, maps. You can buy maps from him, but sometimes the maps he is selling you don't really need, because all you need to do is exit and take another exit, a different exit than the one you would normally take, and you will unlock the map for the area that you will also unlock at that point. Specials, apparently these changes per day, quote unquote, but they're not really a per day kind of thing. They change as the story progresses, and they're pricey, but they're also pretty powerful if you're not having any luck with the ships. You can also sell items like the fragments. You don't really need them. You can just sell them if you want. sell them like that. But your main income would be the Archwing eggs that I've talked about also in the Ultimate Beginner's Guide. So you can sell the maps right here. But as you guys can see, the info on the maps are still lacking. The value, the stars there, you have to fill the maps, all the maps up for all the areas or all the sections of the area. Like the Forest Ruins, it has the Clearing, the Forest Tomb, the Singing Grove, and like 2 more areas that we can, or 2 more sections we can unlock. You have to complete the map for those before you can sell them at a higher price. So make sure not to sell these unless you have 5 stars in them. Now the next establishment that I would like to show is this. This is the port where you can interact with this dude and he will let you hire a ship. You can choose from 3, a cog, a caravel, and a galleon. I would suggest not getting or not hiring any of these unless you can buy or you can hire the galleon. That's the best one, and it takes 5 hours for not in game 5, well, in game 5 hours, but also in real life. So just 5 hours later, you're gonna come back, you're gonna have all the items that the galleon found. And they do provide like the best items in the game cheaply, because you only need to pay 5,000 and you'll get a bunch of items. Sometimes it's 7, sometimes it's 5 items, but most of them are really good items. And also the trading time, the time it takes for the ships to come back, those get shorter the more you finish the game. So that's also an interesting thing to note. And then sometimes around this area, you will find the other characters hanging around. Talk to them and recruit them, and you can add them into your party. You can change the formation of your party. Now here, you can talk to this guy, and he will tell you about this information, random information. If you want to learn more about the game mechanics, the lore, a little bit of lore, you can talk to that guy. And also sometimes other characters will be hanging around inside the bar. Sometimes they'll be outside the bar. And lastly, we have the inn. The inn, again, if you're doing the no healing run, you cannot interact with this lady and choose rest. You can, however, party select, and you can change who goes with you on your adventures. You can only pick 3, and again, you cannot remove mayors or whoever you picked as your main character. You cannot remove them from the team. So yeah, and then there's also this, the save slot. Salutations, traveler. I am Coco of the Kitty Clan. Did you come to the island for the Star Growl? No. You don't say. Just so you know, my primary duty is to make a record of adventurous progress. So yeah, you should not talk to him if you also plan on getting, like, I think there's a trophy for not talking to him. Hold on a sec, let's check. Achievements, global. I think so these are all the trophies you can get in the game. So yeah, you cannot talk to Coco. Such a lovely bell. And you can also not heal. Those are really difficult tasks. But if you're worried about saving, you can just actually do a quick save, which is done by pressing, in this case, it's RB and Y. It's R1 and triangle for the PlayStation, and for the Switch is gonna be the right bumper and also Y. Yeah, you can choose that. But anyways, that's all the time we have for today. So in the next episode, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna head to
This is how our adventurer's tale begins.
So yeah, I'll let this play first, but for our next episode, we're gonna be heading for the hidden forest and also going back to the forest ruins. If we can manage to squeeze that in within 30 to 40-ish minutes. I don't want to make 1 hour long videos for this walkthrough playthrough guide for the games because that's, I think, really long. And I'm also gonna try to make them as informative, share tips as we go along that I didn't include in our Ultimate Beginner's Guide video. But anyways, again, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, you guys know the drill. Dream on, fly on. Thank you all for watching, and keep safe as always. Bye-bye for now.
Someday we'll have a last conversation, drink our last cup of coffee. Someday we might be 80 and think about the difference.